We now return to Let's Play Duskers. So far, a more interesting run, at least in my opinion. Let's go look at the modifications. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and just repair these guys a little bit. We don't have enough scrap to really do anything major with them, but I think that if I play correctly, which, you know, it's me, I should be able to handle just having them on low HP. Just enough to operate. That's really all we need here. Because if I play it smart like I did in the last mission, I should be able to at the very least recover any lost drones. So we'll get that. And I also want you to have that. And then we'll just go over here and execute this. There we go. So now we can go to the drone configuration, and John here will just, I guess, be sitting back with the lure. I think Rick can probably keep both lure and stun, because if we ever need him, he's just going to be there for, well, you know, maybe actually the lure should go to Hal, just in case. That way we don't actually have to have a second droid out there, or drone out there, but I think having the lure stun combo, obviously I misplaced them last time. Better placement would do it, but we might also not even need that, because if the enemy will go directly to a lure and I'm still within visible range, hopefully it will go for the lure before it will go for me, and I can back up and shut the door. I think we'll do that. We'll go ahead and pull that out. You'll just sort of be sitting in there as backup, just in case we need somebody, and then I'll pull lure with you. John, because of his 130 HP, would be a good choice if we ever found a turret. Of course, he's now only got 10 HP, so really Brendan is the strongest drone that I've got. Anyway, let's go ahead and take that, and then we will move over to the private. Well, it's the Tlaylock. It's just a private class, what, joyriding spaceship, I guess is what it is. Yeah, okay. So we'll go there, and we'll board. And we'll go with everybody. Inconclusive scanning. Hull integrity medium. I don't know about that. See, because I mean, it said it was stable, but the hull integrity medium is the same integrity that blew apart on me in the last run of this. So 48 units of various supplies. This might be good. It's a transport ship. We might find lots of scrap here. So here we go. What I'm really hoping for, though, at the very least, is a motion detector. I would really prefer that. So here we go. I kind of wish number 1 was closer to the door. I mean, that would just make more sense to me. Okay, a power node already. What on earth is that? Why is that red? Power inlet, access terminal. Ah, it's a destroyed access terminal. Okay, well, you can at least gather that, and then we will have 2, and door 15 is open, to room 2 and generate. I guess 1 can just continue on. I said 1, give me 1, give me access to 1. What happened to 1? Good grief. And there's a turret. Okay, that's not terribly promising. We do have the stealth, so we'll just continue on with the whole stealth. We'll just make sure we don't get in anyone's frickin' face this time, and holy crap. Long corridors, very long corridors that I'm not sure I appreciate. Maybe I want to stay a little closer to home. Start out in room 13 and work my way down. This is another weird one that only has 1 airlock. Peculiar. Okay, let's do that actually. Let's pull you back. 1, come up here. Actually, no, that's not a good idea, is that? Because door 2 opens immediately into room 2. Yeah, that's not a smart way to do this at all, actually. Okay, never mind. We'll move you back down. Because we're leaving myself vulnerable if I do that. So what I can do is do D6 to D22 up to room 13 and hit it from below. There's a very long corridor and it makes me nervous. Because stealth only lasts for so long and then I've got to get the hell out of there. So we'll go stealth first. D6. Okay, that made me nervous. Let's make sure there's nothing else in here. Interface. Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna turn that off. Gonna have you gather. Then we're gonna have, let's see, I guess it would be Rick. We'll nav Rick to R8? Is that what you're sitting in right now? We'll have him tow. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, dummy. Meanwhile, I want you to actually come over here and try to swap with him just to see what's in there before we... It's Qbert! He's got Sonic. Sonic Pulse that repels organic threats. Well, that could be cool. Rick? What the hell are you doing, buddy? Stupid pathfinding. Okay, and then we'll have you go back to room 1. Okay, meanwhile, we're going to hit D6 to close that off. And we'll send you over here. Now, stealth, D22. I gotta find a way to hide that console. We are apparently alone in here. With another damaged interface. That sucks. Okay, but that's good news. We can close that off. We'll wait for the recharge over here. Oh, no, I actually want to look at you. There we go. And then we'll pull you a little bit... Come on, give me 3. What the fuck? It's really weird that it gets stuck like that he has to back up before he reactivates. Okay, so we got another one. That's nice. That Sonic might come in handy. Is that more useful to... Well, it probably, in fact, would be more useful to Hal, now that I look at it. More than Lure would be. So, I think what we'll do... We'll go to D2. We'll nav 1 to room 1. And then we'll have him... Well, I'm going to have to actually specify who he swaps with, otherwise it's going to be all freaky. 3, we'll have you just get out of there, so you're not taking up space. And then, yeah. So, you come over here, and swap. I want you... Thing is, though, Sonic is a bit harder to type than Lure. Not many more letters. So, we'll pull that out. John is like, hey, that was my Lure. Why are you giving it to Qbert? Sorry. Ah, fuck, I can't... I hate those kinds of controls. Nav 1 to room 13. I suppose we can close... Why on earth are you pathing through these guys, you fucking idiot? The door is down here, first of all. D2, close that. And now we're ready to explore room 9. Stealth, D5. Ship upgrade, good. Another broken interface. But otherwise fine. Okay. Actually I should have you go over here and see. It doesn't really matter, I'm gonna take it back no matter what. Reroute power, destroyed. Damn it. Everything in this ship is destroyed. Okay. Well, I mean, it didn't really... We've already got it. So the thing is, though, I mean, if this is similarly laid out to the last ship, then we're not going to be able to reroute power at all because we've only got the one source. I'll close that. So we know so far everywhere is contained. We don't have anything. Room 4 might be a different story. Room 4 goes to the different... I'm going to say decks, even though if we're actually looking at this from top down, it's not really a deck. I'm hoping they're... Well, we already found the drone. I don't know if they've got 2 drones in there or not. Sonic. Let's do alias. We'll say O equals Sonic. Okay. It's a little bit easier. I mean, it's on the other side of the keyboard, so for me... You know what? Actually... I don't know how you can undo an alias. I mean, probably just overwriting it, but... Whatever. So... Here we go. Because the thing is, when you're in this mode, you're using the arrow keys to, another destroyed module. Damn it. You're using the arrow keys to drive, so you don't really have that hand available to use for, typing commands. Just out of curiosity, what is this? Because if it's something very useful, I'm going to be kind of upset. Transporter. Well... I'm not too broken up about that. I would have been more upset if it was like a power, a remote power. Okay, I guess we just keep doing this until we've cleared the ship. Here we go, just to make sure that I've completely sealed off the ship, because I don't want to run a risk here that I can't get out of this. So, yeah, okay, we just keep going. Another terminal. God, interface would really be useful. It seems to me, because I just played this a little bit before I started the Let's Play, and it seems to me that before the Halloween update, you always got a drone that had gather, you had a drone that had generator, and you had one that had interface and tow. Or maybe it was the generator, interface, and then the third one had tow. Either way, you seem to have the essentials up front. Oh, and the gather had motion as well. So there was the gather motion bot, which was the explorer. There was the generator hook up to computer bot, and then there was the guy who was the tow. And I kind of feel like I appreciate that there's a bit of a random startup. You know, it makes it a little bit more challenging, but the maps themselves still seem designed in a way that you kind of need to have those essential modules. Like this, for instance, where so far we have run into ships with multiple interfaces, and that's just how this sector of the galaxy has been generated. I don't know. The game, of course, is still in very early development, but that's just a thought that I have. There are some heavy limitations when you don't do that. I mean, it's a little bit of a waste of time to keep going in and out of stealth, but frankly, it goes down so fast and these corridors are so long that I think it's kind of worth having the little extra. Okay, here we go. Another turret. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that is where one enemy is. Am I still in stealth? I am. Okay. We'll pull out of that. So what I can do there is, if nobody's in room... Well, I know nobody is in room 5. So I can put a lure into the room that I'm currently in, pull it out of room 14, I'm hoping. It'll go and attack the... of course, guess who doesn't have a lure? Okay. We're going to have to open a route up there. D10, D14, D9, and then we're going to navigate 3 to... What room are you in? 11? I think he's in room 11. I mean, I could use the sonic pushback, but that doesn't really help me at this point. So I'm gonna pull out of there because I want to. I'm gonna pull well out of there because I don't want you to interfere with what Rick is doing. I want Rick to definitely be able to get out. In fact, it's kind of dangerous to let Rick be there at all, seeing as how he's the only one with a toe, and that means anyone else is non-recoverable. So actually, let's open up D14 again. What I'm going to do, Rick, is drop... I'm actually going to drop that lure... Now, wait a minute, let's look at that map again. Okay, I can get into D14, or room 14 through D17. Okay. So I need the lure to definitely be a little bit closer to the room here. We're going to pull you out, and in fact, I'm going to have you nav to... shit. I gotta get rid of this. Room... is that 4? Ah, screw it. Let's just have you manually go, for crying out loud. We will seal you off, so you're here. Now, we're going to pull you over here, so I can at least get a visual on when the creature is coming in. And it is D3 and D9. So let's hit D3, and then D9. Oh, come on, what the fuck? Don't do that. D3. I was going to be rather upset. It jumped past the lure and was getting at me. Okay. I could have put him into stealth. I mean, frankly, that would have kept him from any danger whatsoever. But now we've got the creature locked in room 11. Let's hope there's not one above me, because if there is, it's going to be very difficult to deal with it. Stealth. No, 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 no. Damn it. What the shit? I didn't mean to do that. Let's get rid of you. Get back off so you've got that full again. What did I hit? 8? I think I'd meant to hit 28 and it just didn't fully go there. Great. Well, that's very, very useful to me. Okay. Let's try this again. We're gonna do you. D28. Damn it. Oh, come on. What the shit? Ah. What the shit? Okay, this is still doable. This is still doable. We just have to basically do what I did previously. Which I should have used Sonic. What the fuck? Just forgot that I had it. I just have to... well, now it's no longer in there. Perhaps I can just pull it back up into... Okay, let's try that. We don't have anything to gather, but we can at least go explore. Let's do 10. Let's hope there was only one creature in that. Just an interface. Luckily, we can still sort of get around, but we would not be able to get into... Well, yeah, we can. Okay. We'll just have to bypass room 6 if we do it this way. Okay. Then we'll have to go the long way around. So what I'm going to do is drop another lure. I also think I want to drop a stun. Well, I'd be able to tell, though, by the flashing light. So that's a thing. Let's do lure. Drop one there. We'll vamonos. Get you out of there. And then we'll hit D28. Okay. So, theoretically, it should now be attacking that lure. And be in there. Which means that we should be able to now go and tow Hal again. Now see, ironically, if I'd given Hal just a little bit more health, he might have been okay. Okay, now we have to nav 3 back to room 1. Oh, of course it is, yes. D10, because I sealed myself behind. And then we're going to have to pull Gather out of Hal again. I guess I can put you into John. And then John could also take... Let's do that. Let's focus on John. Oh, wow. What is wrong with your camera? That's a thing. We may need to repair that. I want you to take Lure, just so you're actually somewhat useful. And then, once Hal gets back, you can take his gathering ability. Possibly his stealth ability as well. Yes. Yes is the answer to that. We will have you take both. You can let go of that. I know, I don't... I guess when you're in schematic mode, it just takes the... Okay, would you fucking move now? Ah, that is really annoying. That is really annoying when it does that. It gets stuck as soon as you let go of the toe. Okay, we're gonna pull you back there. Now, John. So yeah, when you are in schematic mode, it utilizes the near, I guess, the only drone with the ability that you're typing in, and if there's more than one, you have to specify. And otherwise, if you're in first-person mode, you have to be a little bit more... Oh, fuck's sake. You guys are so fucking stupid. room 4. Okay, so if it is following the same setup as previously, we only have those 2 creatures in here. Now that's just an assumption, and I will definitely be taking this cautiously just to make sure. But God, if we... So, I need to know that because the door is open, the creature is going to start moving through that door regardless. If it gets too close to me, my stealth does nothing. So what I need to do, while still stealth, is back up as quickly as I can, get out of there, and just make for the exit. So in that case, maybe I should leave door 10 open, so I can back up real quick. I do know that room 8 is available, and that's actually closer. No, sorry, Hal. So I could go up to 11. Actually, yeah, let's close D10, and we'll hit D11. Because room 8 was checked out. Yeah, okay. So, we're going to activate stealth and hit D12. You were the wrong drone to give this to. Oh my god. I can't see anything. I almost think giving Rick the, swapping out with Rick. What is Rick's camera like? Rick is green. Hal is probably the best because he's got that bright yellow. Jesus, I don't know. No, not pause. Damn it! I don't know why I do that. It's not like I've been trained to use escape to swap into the different viewpoints. I guess, whatever. Okay, back we go to 4. And we're going to do this again. So S, D7. Okay, we got there before whatever it was came through. Well, in that case, the only other way to get through is D19 into room 12 and just hope that there's nothing in that. So we'll navigate 4 into room 8, and we can probably also get rid of his stealth. So on a vessel of this size, this is what, a Class A? There are 3 things. Maybe not necessarily the case, it's just that's what we found. Okay. So this is the last hope for getting down to room 14, which should now be clear. There might not even be anything in there. We've got room 12, room 15. That is all that I can do. Okay. I need an out. Just in case there is something that comes along and I need to back up. I guess it'll have to be you. Okay. Stealth, D19. Just keep going down this way. Ah, good. Fuel. And scrap. Now, let's hope nothing snuck behind me. I really should have checked the full door there. I should have cleared the whole room before doing this, because we may have just sent something through the door behind me. Let's hope not. Okay, well, you can at least gather all because you have those abilities, so that's good. This isn't a total waste. We'll just end up using that scrap to repair Hal again. One more P-fuel, and a little bit of that. Okay, good. So, here we go. We know nothing's over there. Now, I probably want to have that door open again. You know what, before opening door 16, I'm going to stealth, and then door 18, just to make sure nothing's in this little room behind me. Okay. So that'll be my exit point. We'll de-stealth so I can check this room. I know I'm being overly cautious, but the fact that I've had Hal disabled twice, and we've run into now 3 enemies, I think it's worth it, especially since I can't activate the damn turrets. God, if I could just activate the turrets, this whole thing, I could have just opened one room and just waited for it all to come through. This is a situation where I could use the commandeer to cheat a little bit, because I could have opened a door and then let them rush in, and then I could just keep typing commandeer, commandeer until it said, you know, you can commandeer the ship now. And then I would know. It would also be helpful, I think, if there were more than one power outlet, so I could start rerouting and opening things and whatever. In this situation, though, I mean, we've been able to open the whole damn ship, which is interesting. Just from that one power outlet. So here we go. Stealth, D16. Immediately there was something here. Okay, well there's another interface, but now I'm curious as to what this is. Info. It's a vent. Do things come out of the vents? Help. Vent. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what the vent does. Interesting. That almost worries me, in fact. Let's close D18. Just so I have some means of egress. Okay, and stealth. Now this room should be clear. No, I wanted door 17. I mean, unless they stack 2 monsters in the same room. Yeah, okay. So we're fine now, and that's good. So D15, we will nav 2, 3, and 4 to room 1. Just to see what this is like, commandeer. Cannot commandeer vessel. Ship does not yet meet commandeer regulations. Ah. So maybe they did fix it. All rooms must be verified. Vessel must be free of infestations. Any radiation must be contained. No airlocks exposed to space. So now it doesn't actually tell you why you can't commandeer it. That's good. Okay. And now we've got an extra drone. So that's good. An extra drone that needs repair. Let's get out of here. 1 P fuel, 3 scrap, 2 of which will go towards repairing drones. Hal is once again disabled, but we now have Qbert, as well as the Sonic upgrade. which, admittedly, I should have used a little bit better. Let's, so Qbert has 100. I'm almost thinking, just based on the health, I mean, clearly we don't have enough scrap to get those guys to full health, but if we ever do, I may want to decommission Rick for a bit, and then have him swap with Qbert. Or at least swap all the modules over to Qbert. Eventually, I would like to get a ship bigger that allowed me to board with more drones. And that's kind of what I was hoping to be able to do. But again, until we have a way of dealing with the frickin' monsters, either through an airlock or with a turret, there's no way I can commandeer it. So, until we find those essential upgrades of motion, interface, and turret that I keep complaining about every frickin' episode, we can't do much. So, I don't have high hopes for this playthrough, to be honest. Salvage ship might be good. Salvage ship might be very good, as far as scrap goes. Damn it. You just move to the next one. It should just move to the closest one. And then there's a private class C, which is stable. Everything else I think is volatile, which is going to be dealing with radiation. Here's a space station class B. Again, I don't have the... It's in gray goo, right? Scan all rooms. Scan all rooms. I think... I mean, when you hook up into an interface, I believe it allows you to do that. It allows you to scan the base. So just going through all the rooms necessarily will not be... There's 2 infestation types in there too, and it's volatile. Well, we might run out of propulsion fuel anyway. I mean, just hopping over to there and then hopping over to there seems like it would use up all our propulsion fuel. We've already found 2, so we're being able to jump to more ships than I think I should be able to jump to anyhow. But, I don't know. Well, anyway, here's another place to stop. I'll end this one here, and I'll see you next time.